Do you identify as a daddy?
It's interesting. When it started, my generation didn't have what we know as a daddy now as a subset. There was just a sugar daddy, and it was an old guy who wasn't necessarily in shape, but he had enough money that he could, get young guys to date him or be with him, or, And I'm not denigrating that because I did have a friend who was a sugar daddy, and he was like, "Listen, don't feel bad for me. Everybody brings something to the table. I have finances. That's what I bring to the table." And but I just didn't. Well, I'm not a sugar daddy, so there's no sugar in this daddy. So there was that, and also it felt old, and I know my numbers, but I just feel still like a big kid inside. So it was it was a tough thing, but I will say I was schooled on it by. I was in Hell's Kitchen where I live, and I'd go to a bar with friends, and the bars are much younger, and and it had been about, I think the first season had maybe just come out, and but just barely. And I was walking by, and this Twinkie guy goes, "Ooh, daddy," and I was just like, "Ugh." And he grabbed my shoulder and he's like, "What was that?" And I was like, "No, no, it's not you. The daddy thing. I just don't feel old." He was like, "You need to hear this." He was like, "If someone calls you daddy, that means they think you're sexy. Because if they don't think you're sexy, they're not going to say anything at all. They're just going to let
Yeah.
you walk past." And he was 100% right. And now I've totally embraced daddy. And now when I hear someone say daddy, I hear the compliment. I don't hear, "Oh, you're old." And also, I am old. So why am I running from it? I'm not going to dye my beard and get
Yeah, no.
Botox. I'm just going to own it. And then people that are attracted to that, and turns out there's a lot of them who are into daddies. I liked daddies when I was younger. I had several experiences with older guys that were amazing. So I get it. I get it now. I own it and I don't run from it. And